Hi, everybody. Welcome to European Freelancers Week, EF Week 2018. My name is Janine van der Linden. I'm with the European Co-working Assembly, and I'm going to be your moderator for the panel today. This is our kickoff event. I'm going to start today by introducing you to our first two speakers. Marco Torregrossa is the coordinator of European Freelancers Week and is a warrior and champion of freelancing and the new economy. For 15 years, he's been busy helping millions of Europeans discover the freelance economy. He's also Secretary General at the European Forum of Independent Professionals, known as EFIP. When we say EFIP in this panel, that's what we mean, the European Forum of Independent Professionals. It's a European association that advocates for policy, business and society become more conducive to self-employment. So, Marco, go.
Hello. Thanks, Janine. I want to officially welcome everyone to European Freelancers Week. I'll explain what it is, what we're going to do this year, and where we are headed for the future. So, European Freelancers Week is a crowdsourced series of events held under a common theme and branding across Europe. This year, it runs from today until October 21st. And will feature more than 153 events and deals which have been registered on our site. And we estimate an attendance of around 3,500 freelancers and co-working spaces. So it's a big number, which makes European Freelancers Week actually the world's largest annual festival celebrating independent work and helping millions of Europeans to discover the freelance economy. Now, the freelance population is very heterogeneous, a very diverse group in a continuously evolving environment. So it's usually difficult to put them together for something and even forge a unified voice that compels attention. But once again, European Freelancers Week managed to do so using the power of co-creation. So coming to this year's edition, what is remarkable as compared to last year is the growth, not necessarily in the number of events, but in the number of European countries in which the events were organized. So this year we'll have events in 32 European countries, whereas last year we only had 18, just to give you an idea. So from Portugal to Finland and Turkey to Scotland, events will stretch all across the continent. So wherever you are, chances are there is going to be a European Freelancers Week event near you. Now, why is it important to mention geographical distribution? Well, because freelancers, as a highly skilled subset of the self-employed, tend to be concentrated in some countries, in a number of countries with a large service sector and the knowledge economy. So, for example, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Germany together account for more than half of the entire freelance population in Europe. And now this is reflective from the number of events submitted from these countries, particularly from Italy. But on the other hand, we had a large number of Eastern European and Nordic countries joining European Freelancers Week for the first time this year, which confirms that the freelance population is both growing and getting organized in these countries. So what else? Meetup was the most common format of events that will be organized this year. And it sort of confirms the need for informal networking among freelancers and a sort of come out of the shade message that co-working space are trying to convey to their customers. By the way, co-working spaces are the biggest event organizers also this year in European Freelancers Week. What else? This year we introduced the possibility for our partners to offer special deals to freelancers during the week. And these are typically discounts or promotional offers that freelancers can redeem on our site. And it was a very successful initiative with around 28 deals being listed on our site. And again, this demonstrates the potential. There is a potential market for products addressed to freelancers. Shortly about topics. Besides the many events on on information technology as usual. This year, I think the topic of Social Security has emerged rather prominently from events that will be organized. And frankly, this is not surprising because accessing Social Security is one of the top 3 concerns of the self-employed, together with finding new clients and accessing new markets. So there's the so-called business-related consideration. So I think caused by a lack of alternatives offered by governments, such as the welfare system, but also by the market, so a lack of financial and insurance products. I think freelancers are now starting to join forces with one another and rely to, yes, an alternative source of support, which is, as I said, each other. Now, this year team, which is also the topic of the panel discussion today, is working together in the new economy, which aims to drive all events towards one objective, which is creating an ecosystem of support and collaboration made by freelancers for freelancers. Because when you hear the word self-employed, what usually comes to mind is do it yourself, but so not really building something together. But we believe, or we hope, that it won't take long before in people's mind the word do it yourself, which is referred to self-employment, will be turned into do it ourselves. So finally, this year we didn't set any specific call for action in European Freelancers Week. Rather, the message was get out there, build community with your peers, and self-organize yourself. Now, we did that on purpose because we didn't want to restrain the bottom-up growth, the bottom-up and organic growth of the movement. We just wanted to shed light on the value on the enormous value that freelancers bring to the European economy and society, and bring that to the forefront of the future of work debate. However, this may change for next year because in preparation of the 2019 elections in the European Parliament, we will campaign in support of a new freelancers manifesto that will include a few core principles that we will ask freelancers to sign up to. And we have done exactly the same 4 years ago for the previous elections, and we brought 10,000 signatures from freelancers to the European Parliament, which was a tremendous success. So there will be a number of ways for European freelancers to engage with us in the new manifesto, so stay tuned for more details. And that's all for me now. Well, last but not least, I wanted to thank, obviously, our sponsors, without whom we would not have been able to do any of this, and our many network partners that helped us with dissemination. And now, all I can say is I'm urging you to go out there, join one of the events near you, and have fun. So thank you, Janine, and I look forward to the discussion.